Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, another odd time for me to go live, but I got like 25 minutes and I'm going to try to make this shorter than that. Let me tell you something that's been happening in the last couple of days. So, I've had a couple of coaching clients in the last few days. And what I'm noticing a theme, and I want to know what y'all think about this. Noticing a little theme, right? So most of the people that I work with are female. Every now and again, I'll work with a male, and I enjoy my male clients. I absolutely do. I believe they get a lot of value and insight into working with me. Same for my female clients. But here is something that I am noticing, and I'm seeing it on both sides of the aisle. I am seeing this idea that you're going to show up mediocre. Okay. And the men already know where I'm going with this, right? Because the men have been saying this for a while, and I'm starting to see what they're talking about. But I've been seeing it on the men's side of the fence forever. So men are not absolved from this, but I get where the men are coming from. Like, men have been saying this for a little while. I'm starting to see it myself. I've been seeing it in men for a little while. And it's the idea that you can show up mediocre and you can get a top tier mate. Like, that's not going to happen. Okay, those two things don't go together. Those two things don't match. And I'm seeing this more and more. This idea that I could be average to below average, and yet I want a top tier mate. That don't make no sense. Okay, that don't make sense. And AAA is here to tell you. Okay, like, I got to tell y'all the truth, because that's all I know how to do, is be honest with you. And I had to be honest with these folks that, okay, if I were to, and I don't like rating people, y'all. I don't like it. I've had a client of mine say, yeah, you should get on one of those shows, and you should start that up on your YouTube where you rate people, where you have them come on and you rate people, and you tell them where they could improve and all of that, kind of picking up where Kevin Samuels left off. I have no desire to do that. I do it in private session. I don't see it as being advantageous to do it publicly. I don't see where that adds value, right? I definitely do it in private session. I rate people and I talk to them. I ask lots of questions. I look at their physical appearance, and based on what they tell me, the energy that I feel, their physical appearance, the way they answered my questions. Yes, I do rate people. And I let them know, okay, this is the level right in here is where you need to be. Okay. Some people think they're lower than they are. And I have to work hard to build them up to say, no, you right in here and you want to be down here. Some people are way up here and they need to be down here. So some people I have to deliver some harsh truth and say, no, that don't fit. That don't work. That's not compatible. That's not long-term compatible. That is what we call a short-term mating strategy. So ladies, let me kick some game. You ready? Short-term, a man will entertain you sexually, right? In my world, any form of sexual entertainment is short-term. That is not a long-term strategy. That's a short-term strategy. So yes, you'll get to go out with a very attractive man, a very tall man, a very wealthy man. You'll get to do all of that short-term. Okay? And if I'm being totally honest, there are some men that short or long-term, they're not interested. Like, if they got money and they got height and they got the looks and they got the abs and all the things, there's some women they're not going to entertain, period. Like, they have top tier options. Okay. So you'd have to catch them on a really bad night. You'd have to catch them on a really bad, really drunk, maybe somebody they know type of night, because most of the time those men, they're not even looking for, women below a 5, even for sexual options. That's just the truth. I'm just being honest with y'all. But most of us, this is what, I don't know why, I don't know why women, I do know why. It's y'all's ego. I don't even know why I said that. It's y'all's ego. But sometimes I question why women can't seem to wrap their head around this. That, yes, there's certain men that are going to entertain you for sexual purposes. And they don't want anything more. They don't want anything long term, but they're going to try you. And most of us, if I'm being honest, myself included, ladies, so I'm not even coming for y'all, myself included, most of us are not going to marry a millionaire plus. We're not going to be in a long-term relationship with a 6'4" man. We're not going to meet and mate with a man like Michael B. Jordan, or let me think of somebody else. I don't know. I got to think of somebody younger, some young, hot, good-looking dude. Okay, most of us are not. And ladies, I want you to be really honest and say, if your long-term goal is marriage, if your long-term goal is having a family, this is not a conversation where I tell you to settle. This is a conversation where I tell you to get realistic. You need to get very realistic with yourself. Anything is possible. Not everything is probable. Somebody needed to hear that. Anything is possible. And as they say, with God, all things are possible. But I live in probability. What is the probability that that would happen? Okay. Michael_Big Ben 2410 says, as a man, we need to show up spiritually, mentally, and physically, nothing less. So men, work the best version of ourselves and find a partner on your level, not higher or lower, but your level. Yeah. Yep. Now, hey, I know some men that's guilty of this too. Because men put so much weight on their money, they put so much weight on how much they make, right? And their money. They think that that alone qualifies them for a beautiful young woman. And sure, if you want to pay to play, sure. Like I said, I agree with you. But just understand what you're doing is called pay to play. You're not getting access to a woman that's going to fall madly in love with you. You're getting access to a beautiful young woman who wants to trade her youth and beauty for your money. And again, I'm not going to say it can't never happen, because there have been situations where a man who was 50, 60 years old attracted a 25, 30-year-old, and they loved each other. It's possible, but it's not probable. Okay? So men think that their options go up when their pockets are fat. But again, remember what I just said. Is it real? Is it genuine? Is that woman genuinely interested in you, or is she interested in what you can do for her? So if you're okay with pay to play, have at it. I always tell people that. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, this is a pay to play relationship. I know what it is. And I don't need to be confused by that. But if you're looking for real love, and can I be honest, most men, like y'all are the romantics. Men are the romantics between men and women. Men want the real deal. Men believe in unconditional love. Women are the pragmatists. Women are the realists when it comes to love and dating and relationships. Men are the real romantics. Y'all want the real deal. That's why it hurts you so bad when your woman cheats on you, when your woman lies, when your woman leaves you for what you consider to be no reason at all. It breaks y'all. It breaks y'all. Look, I just told a friend of mine recently, I said, I have to put a new boundary in place. And she said, what? I said, if a man has been married and divorced more than once, I can't go there. She said, why? I said, because a man can barely stomach one heartache. He can barely stomach one divorce. Okay? He barely makes it out alive of one divorce. And if he been through 2 divorces, if he been through 3 divorces, oh no, that man's not capable of love. That man's not capable of love and commitment. And that's a bold statement, and I just made it. He's not capable, in my humble opinion. M. Lungi, I can't even. Okay. He said, but women generally date, marry up, punching above their level. I heard men aren't dating as much as they used to in the 20th century. No, they're not. But you understand that women are naturally hypergamous. There's an evolutionary reason why that is. It's actually in our very DNA. So again, please don't compare yourself to women. Okay? Women will, by nature, by their evolutionary nature, they will seek a man better than them. I've talked about this many times. And there have been men come on my platform. What does that mean? That don't make no sense. I don't understand. Why would you want somebody better? And then I've had women. Why would you want somebody better than you? Who don't? Who don't want somebody better than them? Like, do you hear yourself right now? Who doesn't want someone better than them? What, do I want somebody worse than me? I really don't. I really don't. And then you have the feminist argument that says, well, why can't we both be good? Why can't we both be the same? Because that's unlikely. It's unlikely that I will meet a man that perfectly matches everything I am, everything I have, everything I do. That's unlikely. So let's X out that category of we're going to be a perfect match. And you have two choices, ladies and gentlemen. You may date up or you may date down. Most women are going to say they want to date up because that is in our nature. Okay, so let's not be silly. I'm not going to meet a man that perfectly matches me in education, in income, in this, in that. That's probably not going to happen. Okay, if I had to choose between the two categories, I would choose up every time. That's in my nature. She said, up it is. I know that's right. So come on, stop being silly. Stop being silly. Let's stop that. That ain't going to happen. We're not going to find someone that is our quote unquote equal. Okay. And remember, in romantic relationships, there is no such thing as equality. There is equity because men and women are inherently different by nature. We can't be equal. Until a man can push an 8-pound baby out of his butthole, we ain't equal. Okay. So since that ain't never going to happen, there is no equality. I'm better than him at certain things. He's better than me at other things. I can do things he can't do. He can do things I can't do. It's called equity. At the end of the day, it's all fair. It's all fair and good. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, if I had to choose between up and down, I'm going to choose up. That's in my very nature. That's an easy one. So when people are like, oh, no, that's easy. I'm going to choose somebody better than me. And when I say that, he don't have to be better than me all the way around because it's things that I know how to do that a lot of men don't know how to do. It's in the sense of he can teach me something. He can help me to grow. He can help me to be a better me. He can help me to evolve and grow as a person. Who wouldn't want that? What's the opposite of that? Me teaching somebody else. Me having to tell somebody else what to do and not to do and show them. No. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in someone teaching me. I'm interested in someone cultivating me and growing me and learning and all the things. Okay. That's in my nature as a woman. Okay. So it's only the deeply masculinized feminist women that start talking that mess about equality. Why? Because heaven forbid a man be better at you than something. But can I be real, y'all? I've known a lot of men over my 56 years of life, and I knew a lot of men that was better than me. They was better than me in a lot of ways. And guess what? I looked up to them. I respected them. See, that's what a lot of y'all have never experienced. You've never looked up to a man. You've never respected a man. It's a lovely thing. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. So what I'm saying to y'all, you cannot show up. Your health is jacked up. I'm speaking to men and women. Your body is jacked up. I'm speaking to both of y'all. Your money is jacked up. I'm saying your health and your attitude is jacked up. Your looks is jacked up. Your teeth is jacked up. Your hair is jacked. Like, no, that don't fit. You cannot expect a top tier person and you are mediocre at best. Okay, that don't fit. And remember, and I'm gonna say this. Let's go here. So women, you think that your youth and beauty, you think that your big fat dump truck. You think that your big old yitties and your plumped up lips and your fake hair and your eyelashes and your makeup and all, that qualifies me for a top tier man. Okay. Not if your attitude is jacked up. Not if you don't know how to be quiet. Not if you don't know how to collaborate and cooperate. Not if you got a stank attitude. Not if you trying to embarrass people in public. Not if you don't have basic respect. No, it don't. No, it don't. It really ain't about how you look. I just did a comment over on Hoda Husband's podcast where they talked about, the guy was saying we'd rather have a, polite, feminine 6, right? A woman who's a 6, who's polite, who is feminine, who is collaborative, who's cooperative, than a 10 who is a pain in the tail, who is got a bad attitude, right? That's the truth. That's the truth. And can I go here? Most of the wealthy men are married to average looking women, but because they now have money, that's what raised the woman's look up. When you have money, like, let me get a wealthy husband again, and y'all gonna be like, God darn, these look 30 years old. Yeah. See, but that's the money. But I consider myself an average woman. And most women are. Most women are average women. That's why I keep saying, work on yourself. Have a personality. Get yourself, okay, he said, he or she, 56, thought you was in your 30s. Wow, aging gracefully, amen. Yes, thank you. Thank you, baby. Well, look, if I had a rich man, I'd be looking like I was 25. Okay. So, LeBron James. His wife, to me, is an average black woman, but now she got money. She got money, baby. That's why she looking like that. Okay? Who else? Morris Chestnut's wife, average black woman, but she got money. That's why she looking good. Tony Gaskins, he has an average looking black wife, but he got money. And so his wife look good. That's just what it is. These women are not winning beauty contests and just, that is the antithesis of beauty. No, they're average. They're average women. They're average looking women, but they have money. Okay, that's the difference. And so you can get top tier, facial products and top tier hair and top tier makeup and top tier personal training and top tier plastic surgery. So you can get all that top tier stuff when you marry somebody wealthy. So, Auntie, we can't all be exceptional. Most people are average. Exactly. Most of y'all fall within the bell curve. Okay, y'all fall within the mean average, and you need to embrace that. Do the best with what you have, but you need to get your counterpart and stop trying to go clear out here to the outliers, all the way out here. No, work a 9 to 5 and can never be a top sports player or actor. That's men and women. And here's what I take to the women. Okay, so baby, I know you hypergamous. I understand. I am too, right? So my hypergamous self, this is what I've decided to do. I've already been married to a multimillionaire. That probably ain't going to happen again. I've long accepted that fact. That's why the men I date now are, men who work for the post office, men who are retired from the military, men who are, firefighters, nurses, men who work in IT. I date average men now, right? And so here's what I do, baby, because you need somebody better than you at something. So what you do is, you find a man that has a skill. He has something about him that he is excellent at. Okay? Whether it's talking, whether it's fixing things, whether it's, he has to have something for you to look up to. So every man I've dated, every average man, I'm saying average, right? Every average man that I've dated, there's something about him. There's some skill. There's something that he has that makes me go, ooh, oh my goodness, look at you. And that's the thing, ladies. Y'all are looking for somebody that's an outlier. There are men in that bell curve that they are good at one or two things. And so that makes them better at you than something. That's what I want to see hypergamy do now. Hypergamy does not say you're a 5 and he's a 9. It simply says you're a 5 and he's a 5.5. You're a 6 and he's a 6.5. Okay? You're a 6 and he's a 7. But what y'all doing is y'all are 5 and you want a 9. You want a 10. That don't make sense, baby. You go from 5 to 5.5. So if you 5'3" and he 5'10", you good. If he 5'9", you good. He taller than you. But you being dumb saying, oh, I'm 5'3" and he got to be 6'3". He got to be, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, baby. Or look, I make 50,000 and he got to make 150,000. No, he need to make 55,000. He need to make 57,000. He's still doing better than you, baby. Okay. Or I can't cook nothing. Like I can barely boil water and he can cook really good. His grandma taught him how to cook. See, he better than you. He better than you at cooking. That's what y'all need to start doing. I get that women are hypergamous by nature, but the way y'all are doing it, it don't make no sense. Because you coming in mediocre and you want something top tier. That don't make no sense. I consider myself to be a 6 all day. I'm looking for 6.5, maybe 7. Okay. I'm looking for somebody that is a whiz with money. Like if you know how to just do the money thing. Okay. Right there. Please know how to do the money thing because I'm struggling over here. I know how to make it, but I'm struggling with the budget. I'm struggling with I can make it. I can put a teeny bit away. I can invest it. But if you know how to do the money thing, like that, if I met a brother that was like, oh, Anita, let me show you this. Let me show you that. I'd be like, oh, see, that make him better than me in that area. If you know how to fix things at the house, I have a good friend of mine who is a mechanic. He know everything about cars. That's my car guy. He better than me when it comes to my vehicles. So every time my vehicle need the oil change or the tires rotated or it need the inspection sticker, that's my guy. He better than me at that. See, all you need is the man to be better than you at something. But this will be tripping me out. Ladies, ladies, y'all be choosing men that ain't better than you at nothing. Like that's what's, and then, the mechanic is, I'm too good for him. Oh, the nurse, I'm too good for him. Oh, the firefighter or the police, I'm too good for him. And you dealing with this dude that, like, what? That don't make no sense. You pregnant by this dude that don't have no job. Forget being a nurse. He ain't got no job. He's staying in his grandmama's basement. He playing video games. Or he work, come on. This don't make no sense. Would the skill make him above average? Most definitely. Most definitely. And it could be anything. It could be cooking. It could be fixing stuff. It could be a soft skill like relational, knowing how to talk to people. It could be computers. It could be finances. It don't matter. It just need to be something I don't know how to do. And you a whiz? That's it right there. Or does it depend how good he is at it? No, it could be anything that I don't know nothing about. Yes, would I prefer him be competent? Sure. Because competence breeds confidence. Men need to be competent at something. Okay? She said, I want a man really good with money. Same, because I suck at it. I own that. I mean, I shouldn't be saying that because I'm trying to change my energetic force around money. So my coach saying, don't say that. Don't say that, right? I'm trying to change the energetic force around my finances. But yeah, he could be a really good driver. He could, there's men in this world that, like I said, they can drive. So my dad is one of these men where I kid y'all not, I'm not playing with y'all. My daddy right now is the only man that could drive me long distance and I fall asleep in the car. Like I trust his driving. I trust his ability to long haul drive. So it could be something as simple as that when we go out, I never drive. This man takes me everywhere. Like, it's not hard, y'all. And that's why when you have these standards like way up here, oh, it's got to be all this money. It's got to be this jewelry. It's got to be look like this and do this and do that and got to have this. And it's like, okay, just drive me everywhere. Right? Drive me everywhere. Everywhere I need to go, just drive me. That's it. And right there, you have my utter respect. Cook meals for me. Cook meals for me. Prep meals for me. And right there, you have my utter respect. Come in and train my dog. Maybe he's a dog whisperer. He come in and in 1 month he got my dog trained. And I'm like, oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what it is. He needs to be better at me than something. Okay? So that's it. That's it. Be more well-read. Know a little about a lot of things. Be able to talk to me about a whole lot of things. Be able to talk to me about politics. Be able to talk to me about whatever. And just watch me go, oh, wow. Like, that's it. But y'all want to be 5s and you want a 9 or a 10. No, baby, you need a 5.5. You need a 5 3/4. Okay? So I just need you to be a little bit better than me. All right? And it's the other thing I'm going to say. If there's something that I'm better at than you, you know what will help? You know what will help this? Is if you acknowledge, oh, Anita, well, dang, like, this is off the chain. Like, yeah, you got this from now on. Like, I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, that'll do it. You saying, hey, this is your strength. You got it. You got it, baby. And this is my strength. And I'm like, you got it. Like that'll take you afar. That'll take you a long way. But y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. And you need, if I'm being honest, privately, I'm going to say that privately, you need a fair assessment of yourself. You need an accurate and fair assessment of the ballpark you're in. And if you're a woman, I'm going to say, okay, I want you to go up a 0.5. Like, I'm not taking you to a 9. I'm going to take you to a 0.5. Okay? I'm going to take you to a half or a 3/4. Maybe a whole. So 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Don't go above a whole. Okay? That is hypergamy. You went up a little. That man is a little above you. But y'all be wanting to go clean from a 5 to a 9. That don't make no sense. No, baby. And gentlemen, I'm going to encourage you to be better, because that's what I always say. Be better. Be the absolute best version of you. If you are 5'9" all day long, I need you to own it. I need you to make sure your body is tight. I need you to make sure your clothes fit you well. I need to make sure you're fit and you're healthy. I need to make sure you're groomed. So see, this is what nobody is telling you, men. You all are seeing one area of your life as, oh, that's the reason why I don't have any women. That's the reason why I can't attract it. No, it's not. No, it's not, baby. It's all the areas. So if you have one area like height, that means all the other areas got to be tight. So if you 5'5", you got to be the best looking, most fit, most hygienic, clean, haircut, smelling good. Yeah, you got to have all the other areas tight. That's the difference. See, you 5'5" and you just gave up. You just gave up. You looked challenged and you just gave up. I'm looks challenged. Ain't nobody checking for my look. And so you just let your hygiene go. You let your teeth go. You let it all go because you say, oh, I'm looks challenged, so I should just give up. No, baby. You do something with everything else you got. And look, y'all love to think it's money. Women want men with money. How do you explain all these broke baby daddies? Make it make sense. All these broke men procreating. So no, it's not that. It's It's got to be a holistic approach. That's what I always tell men. It's a holistic approach. You're not thinking holistically. You're thinking about this one little area. Oh, I'm 5'5", or oh, I'm looks challenged, or oh, I don't have no money. No, it's holistic, baby. It's holistic. Do the best you can with what you got. And focus on your strengths instead of your weaknesses. Stop walking around telling everybody, oh, I don't get chosen because I'm 5'5". Work on yourself. Okay? Come up in the other areas. Be funny. Be smart. Be well-read. Be emotionally intelligent. That'll get you far. Be sensitive. Listen. Okay? Women love that crap. And honestly, like I said, I don't know how these broke, Tyrones be getting. I don't know how they do it because I'm not interested in that at all. There's nothing about that type of man at all that interests me in the least. Much less have his child. I don't want him between my legs, much less have his child come out of me. So that's a whole nother psychology for a whole nother video. I don't understand it. I think it's weird that a woman would want this type of man that don't have nothing, ain't about nothing. No, I really don't. But it's a thing. I get it. But think holistically. Think comprehensively. What else? What else can I work on? A lot of men need to work on their social skills. That's one thing I see a lot. Y'all don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to listen. You don't know how to keep conversations going. You really struggle in that area. You leave it up to women. Women do love to talk. I love to talk. But you leave it up to women to talk and ask questions. And y'all don't ask no questions on the date. And I'm just being honest. Like, okay. And again, it's nothing wrong with women doing most of the talking, but you got to know how to, have good social skills. You got to get the information you need so you can make a really good decision. It's not just based on how she looked. And look, this is what I used to do way back in the day. Before I was married, I ran this experiment and I told women, I said, men don't care nothing about what you say. Just like how I used to say, men don't read on dating apps. I believe that's true. Men don't read on dating apps. But look, I will prove the point by going on dates. I would say the craziest crap on the dates. And look, the women be like, no, you didn't. What did he say? Nothing. He ain't listening. He not listening to nothing I say. We went out again and again. And look, the stuff will get crazier and crazier. Because all they care about is, well, you look this way. I'm trying to get laid. Let me just bide my time. Like, that's all they care about. So, gentlemen, y'all need to start listening. You need to start hearing with your ears and really paying attention. Because the woman will tell you who she is. Especially us. We love to talk. Just listen. Just listen to what the woman is saying. Okay? Dating and courting and all of that, it's not, in my world, it's not for sex at all. It is information gathering. It is preparing to see if you want to go further. Y'all the ones made dating about sex. I don't even want to use the word date no more. I am actively looking for another word to use instead of dating because y'all equate dating to sex, and that is not it at all. It is supposed to be going out and gathering information about this person to see if I even want to go forward. Sex don't even enter into it in my mind. Sex should not enter, if I'm being really honest, now y'all, I'm saving myself for marriage, but sex should not enter into it until you are in a committed relationship. But see, now we have content creators and we have, influencers saying nobody's waiting for commitment to have sex. That's really sad to me. That's sick to me. That's the devil. Okay. Let me just say how I feel. That's the devil. The devil has indoctrinated you all to open your body up to another human being that has not even committed to you, that does not even love you, that has not even promised to be around once the dirty deed is done. That's a sickness. That's a sickness. But y'all have been indoctrinated into thinking that that's okay. That's what prostitutes do. Okay, that's what women of the night do. But y'all have been indoctrinated into believing that it's okay. But that's what everybody's doing. Look, everybody gonna vote for Trump. Are you voting for Trump? Everybody voting for Trump since that's what everybody is doing. That's what you doing. Y'all need to grow up. You need to grow up. But the devil has indoctrinated y'all into thinking that that's normal. That's a sickness. That I'm going to let some strange man I just met on a date tonight know the most intimate part of me. That ain't never going to happen. It ain't happened in 56 years. I had a man holler cap when I said, no, I've never had a one night stand. I've never wanted to. Like, what would the point of that be? Like, make that make sense. What is the point of having a one night stand with a strange man I've never met? Why would I put myself in the position of getting a disease from him or getting pregnant by him? A stranger. What's the point of that? Oh, Cap. You know, you had your share of flings. No, I really haven't. And I've never wanted to. Like, last I checked, I know how to make myself orgasm. So, I mean, what do I got to outsource it for? If I need an orgasm, I can give myself one of those. So I don't understand. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me, but I digress. So let me look at y'all's comments. It's disgusting, actually. It's tragic. Then you're surprised when you're ghosted. Yeah. He said courtship. I don't know how I feel about courting or courtship. I mean, I like that word, but I'm thinking of something else. And most people ain't even fine enough to evoke that kind of primal arousal out of a person. Exactly. That's what I was even thinking. And when I'm honest, if I'm honest, y'all, I've never dated a man that I felt that way about on the first night. I will sit in front of, and the man might be fine, but it's like, you all right, you know, like, yeah, you all right. You look good, but it's like, so, so I still don't want to take the chance of catching a disease, getting pregnant by you, getting my feelings hurt. Like, nah, it's just not worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe my self-worth is so high up there that I'm like, nah, I'm good. Ain't nothing romantic about it, and you know it. This is the after effects of hookup culture. I'd rather learn about someone I go on a date with. Yeah, it's weird. Meeting someone and screwing within hours, that's disgusting. That says a lot about his sexual health or lack thereof. He must be referring to the loose women in his little raggedy family. Yeah, you're right. I've never met a man that I felt that strongly about. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I've never in a raw sexual way, like, I got to do it right now. Like, I don't know. Maybe I got the sexual discipline of, I don't know. I can't do it. It's nasty. I told y'all I got a weird thing about, bodily fluids. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's my OCD quirk. But y'all nasty. And the devil has indoctrinated y'all into thinking that this is somehow a way to get into healthy relationships. It's not. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. All that happens is y'all have sex with a bunch of people. You're not serious. It's not a real relationship. You're not loved. You're not cared for. You're broken. And then you go out and do it again and again and again. It's sick. So no, thank you. I'm good. All right, y'all. I got to get going. I am getting ready to run into an appointment, but I'm actually going, I hate saying this, but I'm actually going to grab some coffee. I'm feeling tired, like I need a nap, and I can't take no nap. The STD rate is high. It's too high to be doing that on the first date. I know there's people out here screwing like AIDS is not even a thing. Y'all screwing like HIV has been eradicated. Y'all screwing like, herpes ain't a thing and HIV ain't a thing and AIDS and all the other diseases. Like, it blow my mind. AIDS is still alive and well. Okay, it is. HIV will still take you out of here. Last I checked, but that's just me. I'm tired too, but it's too late in the day for me. Yeah, I gotta have something, y'all. So I'm gonna go get some coffee, jump into this appointment. But y'all, check yourself. Check yourself. You know what? If you want an assessment, if you want an honest assessment, okay, reach out to me. I'll give you an honest assessment. Now, you don't get your little feelings hurt, but reach out to me. I got some questions I ask. You send me a couple of pictures. I'll give you an honest assessment of where you at and where you need to shoot for. It's called a phase. It's called a hoe phase. And some say that if you miss out on it, then it'll affect you later on in life. That's a lie. So better get it out your system earlier rather than later. That's a lie. And that's the devil. See, that's the devil right there. You just described the devil's whole plan, which is, if you don't do this when you're young, or if you don't do this at some point in your life, you'll miss out. No, that's the devil. That's the devil tricking y'all, and y'all falling for it left and right. So no, you won't. I didn't have no whole phase, and I'm doing just fine. I'm sitting over here, working on myself and getting prepared for my husband. Like, that's it. The only whole phase I had was when I was married. Like I said, if you my husband, I'm dropping it like it's hot. So I disagree. And again, that's how the devil got y'all. So I got to go. Have a great rest of the day. It looks like it's about to storm here. So I'm going to get my coffee and try to get my mind right. Thank you so much. You can look at this video in its entirety over on YouTube. If you are subscribed to the Instagram channel, you can see it there. I will post it in about 2 minutes. But if you want to see it in its entirety, you're going to go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like the video, share it with anyone you think could benefit. Have a great day. And as always, stay open to love. One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.